Hey there everyone, welcome to my drum storeroom. I'm currently working on a small project and I thought why not include you all in on what I'm doing. Something I've not told you all before, in fact I don't think I've told anybody this. After I finish a long drum stream, I'm fine, but my butt hurts. You might think that's crazy considering I've been sitting on a drum stool for 8 or so hours. This is the stool I've been using for the longest time, a couple of years now, and it is really comfortable. It's a great throne. It is a Gibraltar throne. It is really soft. It actually has a pearl base on it. It's got suspension built into it, and I've been using this for many years. I've just changed the top out a few times. While it is really great and seriously would be brilliant for gigs and things like that, for long streams, I get a bit sore. It's nothing to do with the throne, but probably everything to do with the fact that I'm sitting on my tailbone in one position for a long time. Anyway, the story goes like this. I was at a computer store on New Year's Eve, just picking up something. While I was waiting for them to serve me and pay for the goods, I was in the area where they have all the gaming chairs and things like that. So I sat down on this interesting looking chair. This particular chair, the part where you put your butt was split in two. It had this like channel missing down the middle. Amongst all the other chairs that I'd seen a million times before, I'd never seen this before. The brand is called HARA chairs, and there was a couple of them. There was some that were full backed ones with the lumbar support, shoulder support, neck support, all that. But this particular one that I saw was just the bit you sit on and the small lumbar support at the lower back. And I was curious, so I sat on it and straight away I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not sitting on my tailbone, I'm sitting on my sitting bones, I'm sitting on my butt. Anyway, that's when I got called up to pay, so I paid and I left. Over the weekend, I was thinking, maybe that's a thing. It's not a drum throne, but maybe that could help me out. So I went back to the store today and I said to them, hey listen, I'd like to try your chairs. And they said, oh, I'm sorry, we have no stock. In fact, we haven't had stock of those chairs for quite some time. We don't really sell them anymore. And I was like, oh, but I tried one the other day. And they're like, oh yeah, no, we've still got them there, but you know. And the guy actually wheeled one around to me and said, do you mean this one? And I said, yeah, that one. He said, yeah, sorry. So I said, can I buy that one? And he was like, yes, you can. So I got a nice discount and here it is. Now I've pulled it apart and I'll show you why in a second. So this strange looking chair is surprisingly, or maybe unsurprisingly, really quite comfortable. Now here's the issue. The drum throne and the new seat are quite different in terms of height, and this is as high as this one goes. We're going to try to remedy that now. The first thing I did was turn the chair over. There's 4 M6 bolts that were holding the bottom half with the hydraulic base to the top. And I was like, all right, how am I going to extend this? I need to make this taller. In future, I might consider getting some hardware from the base of an old drum stool or something, putting new holes in the bottom of this metal bracket here and actually converting this to a drum throne with a tripod. But I thought, let me try it out first. So I went to the hardware store. I've purchased 4 of these. These are the longest I could get. These are 80mm M6 bolts and a little packet of washers to go with them. My plan is to extend them by creating one of these, a little, I don't know what you call this. I'm making them out of this copper pipe that I've had lying around. I'm gonna make 2 more of these and see if we can extend the height of this and see how we go. So far, I'm digging it. So much better than I even thought. However, I've been sitting here for now a couple of minutes. Most thrones feel good after a few minutes. Normally I sit down, I'm like, yeah, like this is fine, this is fine. The test will be when I sit here for many hours. That first stand-up test after the next 8-hour stream, we'll see what happens. A few things I have noticed though. It's almost as if my old throne was leaning forward, or the way that tractor style throne was forcing my body was to roll my hips somehow forward. So a lot of my weight was actually on my legs. I'm so used to it that now I can't even remember what it's supposed to be. So one thing I have noticed is that when I'm using the pedals, when I'm doing any double kick stuff or just switching between pedals and things, my weight is way more centered back onto the throne to the point in which I feel like I'm cheating. Something else that I think's interesting, I was worried about the casters, the wheels on this chair sliding around, rolling around a bit when I'm playing, but they're not at all. Either because this is an ex-demo model and the casters are all gunked up, which actually works fine, or it's just the way the chair is. So either way, I'm happy with that. I don't think I will change it to a throne because sometimes I've got to do work at the computer here setting up for a stream or whatever, and normally I'll just spin the chair around and it's stuck in one place and I'm kind of awkwardly sitting with no back support. So it is really nice to just be able to move it just really quickly and sit here and do work if I need to, and I'm good to go. One thing I can point out immediately is that my spine feels amazing. This is the best I've ever felt sitting at any drum throne in my entire life. It's really hard to explain. I was trying to imagine a situation where you might be sitting on a seat that is around the outside but nothing in the middle. Where would you ever use such a thing? I don't know. It's a bit better than that. You're mostly supported, except for right on your spine. This is awesome. I'm very much looking forward to spending some time here soon, both on stream and just getting some practice in. And I really think that this throne is going to help me just be more comfortable. And who doesn't want to be more comfortable when you're working hard, right? That's enough for this episode. Join me next time when I upgrade something else. All right, let's send off. Good throne though. Like this is a good call. The question is, could I fit a foot spa down here somewhere?